On today's episode of What's the Fuss Wednesdays, we have some viewer submitted topics that we're going to discuss. Already?
Yeah, that's funny.
Already?
My bad.
Okay, so the first one is open marriage. Apparently, Tiana Taylor came out and said some things. I didn't read it. I don't know exactly what was said. But it doesn't surprise me that her and Iman have an open marriage. I'm just going to say that. Open marriages, and that's basically what it is. And friends that have sex. But before that, before we talk about that, we got some spicy tea to spill. Nick and I have an announcement to make.
Shoot it.
We're having a baby. Fortunately, it's not mine. But Nick is gonna be a daddy.
Yeah, I'm about to be a daddy. Now, for the viewers, I just want to put this out there. Yes, for those wondering, I am a virgin. What had happened was I donated sperm, and the person who I donated sperm to, she's a pretty cool individual, So that's how that happened. Still got my virginship, still saving it for marriage, So, for those wondering, I'm still doing the thug deals. I'm still fighting the good fight. There you go.
I hope that he has a girl so that her and Ava can be BFFs. And because Nick would be, if y'all knew Nick in real life, Nick would be such a good girl dad.
I don't deny that.
He's gonna get a girl.
I
vote team girl.
All the girls are saying that. All the girls are like,
What'd your mom say?
Yeah, she's like, you're gonna have.
What'd your dad say?
I mean, Dad, he's still acting like.
No, what'd your
dad.
brother say? Your brother is the one that really knows. What'd
No,
your brother say?
he didn't say anything about the gender. More than anything, he was just kind of giving me like OG advice, like more than anything. That's not the point. He was just giving advice in the sense of like, just make sure that y'all are always on the same page. The communication with y'all is strong, stuff like that. But he hasn't really spoken in terms of the gender. But of course, all the girls are gonna be like, yeah, you're gonna have a girl. We're gonna have a boy. We already got the names picked out. We're gonna have a boy. It's a boy, and we getting jump shots up the minute he gets out the womb.
That's why he's not gonna have a boy right there. He's trying to live his hoop dream through this poor child.
I want him to play baseball. Dead ass. If he came to me, he's like, Dad, what sports you want to play? Play baseball. You go get those baseball checks, son. You get them shits.
Already trying to use his kid. That's just the kid ain't even here yet.
Nah, you
Kid doesn't even have an identity yet.
What kids don't like sports?
Anyways,
No.
the first thing we're going to discuss is friends that have sex. Not to be confused with friends with benefits. This is not the same thing.
Okay, why is it not the same?
It's not the same thing because friends with benefits often turns into a relationship or a situationship, something like that. Friends that have sex are just that. Friends that have sex. There's still, nothing changes. There's no intimate text messages. There's no laying up. You're not spending the night. You're just doing that. And I personally think there's nothing wrong with that. If two single people are good friends and they've been friends for a long time and they're not having sex with anybody else, why walk around dusty when you could just have sex with your friend? He's laughing because he doesn't understand the drought situation.
That's
Clearly,
that's
clearly,
funny,
as you can see, he's never been in a drought.
Oh my God,
I've experienced the drought.
No,
so.
I've gone my whole life.
I was so close. Y'all see how close I was? I was so close to getting him to say it on camera.
Hey, that's funny shit right there. That's funny.
I was so close.
That's funny.
Oh, I was so close. Anyways.
I'm my whole life without sex. That's crazy.
Anyways, I feel like, what's the point if y'all have an agreement? And I'm sure that everybody watching this is gonna say, well, somebody's gonna slip up. Somebody's gonna, mess up and catch feelings, or somebody's gonna get mad, or somebody's gonna get, jealous. But that's why you can't call it friends that have sex unless you really are friends that have sex. If you have any type of feelings or something in your brain makes you feel like one day, if you've had a dream, maybe that you and this person might be together, that's not friends that have sex. Y'all are friends with benefits. That's what y'all are. Friends that have sex, I feel like it's healthy because everybody's keeping their hormones in check, and you still get to be friends at the end of the day. That is the best arrangement in my mind. That ideally, if it worked right, that's the best arrangement you can have if you're a single person, is to have a friend that you can hang out with, like literally hang out, go have drinks, kick it with everybody, not just you and them, like everybody. Then y'all go home and have sex, and then y'all go sleep in your own beds. Like, there's no awkward waking up in the morning like, fuck, I just fucked my friend. Like, oh, this is so weird now. Like, you're gone before I'm even sober. So.
Okay, so for clarification, on the distinction between the two. Alright, so basically, if you're friends that just have sex, like, like y'all have sex, you help each other get off, but y'all are still cool. But if you're friends with benefits,
there's an underlying expectation of it.
Okay.
Like, no matter how you try to deny it or ignore it, if there is any underlying feeling from either party that something could come of this, you're friends with benefits. If y'all both are just flat, we're good, that's friends that have sex. And I support that. I do not support friends with benefits because what I don't need is y'all 25 and up out here ending up in situationships because you called yourself just having sex with your friend that you low-key liked. That's not good for anybody. You're setting yourself up for failure. You only need to be having sex with your friends and this is gonna sound so stupid because why would you have sex with somebody you're not attracted to? But you only need to be having sex with your friend if you're not attracted to that person. I'm not saying physically. You can be physically attracted because you have to be physically attracted to somebody in my mind. I can't have sex with somebody that's ugly. That's just me. Well, ugly to me. You can't be ugly to me. But you can't be attracted to them in the sense of wanting more from them or like being attracted to them like their heart and their mind. And you can't be attracted to the deep things about them. It's gotta be strictly physical.
The deep things about them. No, because because you talk about sex and then deep things. No, it's like.
How do you know anything about deep things if you've never had sex?
Glad you asked. We took classes when we were younger. Yeah, that shit fire, huh? Yeah. We took classes when we were younger about sex.
I didn't.
Okay, my bad. Okay, hold on. My fault. They discussed sex in class while we were younger.
And you listened?
Yeah, for sure.
Took notes?
Yeah, for sure.
I took
Hormones, Discovery Channel,
I thought Discovery.
Discovery Channel, yeah, Pornhub. It don't take a goddamn rocket scientist to know
what to do.
I won't say to know what to do.
And how to do it and where to put it.
It can only be.
And when to take it out.
It can only be.
He doesn't know when to take it out.
Yo.
Clearly.
I donated, my nigga. I donated. I'm still a virgin, but I can only imagine it. It can only be so.
I can only imagine how the mother of your child is gonna feel when she sees you on video saying that you donated your sperm to her.
Did I not? Oh my god, yo, I'm a funny nigga. Oh my god. I don't have to. It's okay.
This nigga's embarrassing.
Lee funny. I'm even finishing your sentences and shit. That's crazy. It is.
Anyway, I encourage friends to have sex. I think it's great. I don't encourage friends with benefits.
Okay, so let me ask you this. Okay, so you encourage friends to have sex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, this isn't me speaking from experience. This is me speaking from the research I've done over the past few years.
Mm-hmm.
So when you say you encourage friends to have sex, do you mean the regular you get your rocks off, or the motherfucker, I'm finna take your soul type sex? Like, what type of sex are we speaking here?
I'm glad you asked.
Yes.
Listen here. Don't ever mistake this for me telling you to let your friend snatch your soul and you just go on about your merry way. Because it's not going to happen. You got to be careful out here because these men will trick you. They're your friends. You've been friends for so long. Like, oh, it's my nigga. You thinking in your head, he can't, he can't just break me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't too much he gonna do. It's my nigga, no. You need to be very careful. Because your friends, they're the main ones. If you give them that window to slip right in, they're gonna snatch you right on through that bitch.
Tough.
You gotta be real careful out here. That's the only reason I would say I'm against the friend sex thing, because
they'll snatch your soul.
They will snatch it, and then you can't say anything. You literally just have to continue on your life as if it didn't happen. And how are you gonna follow that up?
Who can I run to? That's my shit, by the way.
Who are you gonna run to? Like, in real life though, because not only is it your friend, like, this is somebody you've confided in, like, this is somebody you really rock with tough, and now they like put it on you, like you had no idea it could be put on you, especially not from this nigga. What do you do? What can you do?
What can you do?
Because you want to do it again, but you can't, because it's like, I might start liking him if we have sex again. Or her, vice versa. Could be either way. And that's not what this is about. Can't be pulling those triggers. So, you gotta, but the thing is there's really no way to know. That's the thing that sucks. There's really no way to know until it's too late. Just don't let it mess up your friendship. If nothing else, just don't have sex anymore. Just tell them, it was good. It was good, but I just don't want it to mess up our friendship. Like, that's what you need to do. Don't keep doing it, because if you keep doing it,
lives can get ruined, my nigga.
Tears will fall.
Okay, so let's say, hypothetically speaking or whatever, right? And like, because y'all are friends, they're having sex, all that good shit, right? Let's say one person is in a position where they have somebody else that of interest that they could possibly be pursuing or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other one is still dusty. So like what is that transition period like? How does that work? You're like, yo, look, I know I'm the reason you're not dusty no more, but there's this person who I'm trying to get with. You gotta go dusty again. Like how? What is that like? How does that work?
At the end of the day, y'all are friends first.
Righteous.
Okay, so as my friend, I should be able to tell you, like, more than likely, I've already told you about whoever it is that I'm talking to anyways. More than likely. If we're close like that, I probably already told you that I'm, like, talking to somebody. So it's not going to be hard for me to be like, hey, me and this person kind of, like, so we got to chill. But if I haven't told you about this person, because we're friends and we've already had this prearranged situation, it should not be a problem for you to understand that I can't just keep letting you snatch my soul when I got somebody that's trying to put a ring on my finger. You should be able to understand that. And I can understand it from you. If you got somebody that's really serious about you, like trying to be with you, cool. Like, I knew what it was when I signed up. So now I gotta run it up. But you gotta just get that one last because the last one, I guarantee, was gonna be the best one.
See, in my mind, I can't speak from experience, but in my mind, I would like to think that if the last one is the best one, wouldn't that make you want to dibble and dabble back in it? Like, yeah, you're funny.
But if you choose to go hard the last time, and then you have to go off and be with this new girl, that's not my problem. Because you can't come back here. Once you leave, you can't come back. That is the key to friend sex. Once you cut it off, it's cut off. Because anything after that, that's turning into a situationship. at that point. Because now you've chosen me over somebody. So that's a sign that you want more from me than just friends. And we can't do that. So, gotta cut it off. To wrap this up. So if you were not a virgin, just hypothetically speaking, if you were not a virgin,
right,
and you had a friend that you had been friends with for a long time, y'all never did anything, never kissed, never nothing, never looked at each other like that, just friends, really just friends, and y'all were both chilling, no strings attached to anybody, nobody checking for you, and they came to you and were like, I think we should just start having sex, like, what do you think about that? What's your answer?
If that really depends. I don't want to shoot myself in the foot. That really depends, because I have homegirls, and I'd like to think that all of my girlfriends are attractive. Not that you have to be attractive if you're a girl to be my friend, but I just like to think that all my homegirls are attractive, right? Some have approached me, like that, and some we're just strictly friends, you know what I mean? So, like, honestly, in the right situation, any one of my friends could mess around and, possibly, nah, I need a ring. But, my bad, we're speaking hypothetical, my fault. Okay, hypothetically, if I was the person that y'all think I am, that I'm not, sure, like, one of my friends could catch me slipping, granted, if there's alcohol,
So you'd have to be influenced to do it. It wouldn't be something that you would naturally just, like, be like, yeah.
I think, the influence would help. It'd be something where I'd be like, I'd be curious about it for sure, but I'd be like a little scared to take that risk, because it'd be like, okay, man, I feel like when you tamper with stuff like sex, and the sex is good, I feel like shit gets altered. The dynamic of the relationship is forever changed. Like we have bomb ass sex, and like you're my homegirl. The next time I see you and you're like, "What's up?" My mind would probably be like, "Yo, we need to go to the room real quick to discuss a few things." You know what I mean? Like that. I don't know. Like that's interesting. But that's hypothetically speaking, because, hey man, like, I'm gonna tell y'all what is so good about being a virgin. This is what is so incredible about being a virgin. When you're a virgin.
Oh.
You done? You done? Alright. When you're a virgin, well, sex is definitely in your mind, but when you're a virgin, you're not constantly like, yo man, I gotta have sex with this chick. You're not thinking like that. When you're a virgin, your priorities are intact. You're not running across the country at 3 a.m. in the morning when you got work at 7 just for some coochie. Like everything is different. Like pasta tastes like pasta. Sprite tastes like Sprite. Like life is just amazing. Like everything isn't just sexualized. Like
macaroni sounds like macaroni. I was just trying to give you another example.
Hey,
I was just trying to give you
that's legit.
Anyhow, moving on to open marriages. I feel like friends that have sex is very similar to open marriages, because you have to be friends first. Well, you should be friends first to get in a relationship, and that is what leads to the marriage. So if you're in an open marriage, which I'm sure there's, many variations of open marriages, me personally, it's a no for me. Because whatever we was going to do as far as, bringing people in or whatever, that was going to have to be done before we changed my last name.
Oh, okay, hold on. Okay, so for clarification purposes, before I say anything, I need to make sure that I am hearing what I think I'm hearing. You're saying in terms of open marriage or whatever, the friend stuff, like if y'all were bringing anybody into your relationship in terms of a threesome or just whatever, it had to be done before the marriage.
Yes.
So what's the difference besides the last name? Like what changes to say, no, we're not having a threesome now that I have your last name?
I'll tell you what changes. I'm stuck with you for life. When we were in a relationship, I could have decided to leave you. I could have fell out of love with you and moved on and been with somebody else. I have that option. Once we get married, there is no option. So if we fool around and bring somebody in the house and you like her sex better than mine, now what? Now what? Because we're not getting a divorce, and you're not gonna keep fucking her while you're so. It's a no for me. Period. I'm not sharing my husband with anybody, and I mean anybody. I really don't even want you watching porn no more. Just to be real, just if we just being 100, I don't even want you watching porn no more. For what? For what? I am right here. It's not my fault. You know what? I'm not even gonna go into all that. But you don't need to be engaging in no other sexual anything if it does not pertain to me. If we're married, you better get all that out before I walk up that aisle. And it's gonna be in my vows.
Okay.
Now I feel like it's different if, like in Tiana Taylor's position. I don't know her personally, but I feel like she probably was bisexual before she met Iman. I think that's a safe assumption to make. So it doesn't surprise me that they do stuff like that. You know, Iman pursued her. He knew from the jump ski that he pretty much was going to marry her. He knew that off the rip. So he accepted whatever came with that. And I'm sure a part of that was that she wanted to be able to bring people in. I mean, she seems very free-spirited, very, you know, sexually open, which is not, I don't feel like there's anything wrong with that. It's just not something I'm gonna do. And I'm very open and, you know, all that, you know, good stuff, but I'm not with my husband. My husband? You think I'm gonna let a random bitch be able to be walking around saying that she's had sex with my husband while I was in the room? Not only did she have sex with my husband, but I was in the room. I helped her have sex with my husband. Oh, absolutely not.
Bruh, okay, so what you think? You think women just walk around like, hey, guess I
No, I'm saying in her. I don't even want you.
Bitch.
I don't even want you to be able to think it. I don't even want it to be in your head like, damn, I just fucked her husband. Like the man she's gonna spend the rest of her life with. I had sex with him. His penis was inside of me repeatedly. No, absolutely not. No way.
So, I mean, if that's the case, why? And I'm not advocating, but I'm just saying. Do you feel like, from a husband-wife perspective, do you think there would be less of a risk of that happening if you were to allow for y'all to, like, I don't know, have threesomes or just whatever? Especially because at least in that way, you have a say-so in it. Now, I'm not saying you should do it, but I'm saying, like, if other women are gonna be involved with your husband, you have the say-so. You'd be like, all right, she's too fine. Hell no. Average. I like it. Titties, ass, cool. I'm with it. We can make it happen. Like, you don't feel like you'd have more of a say-so?
The only way I would agree to it is if it was a girl that we previously had a threesome with before we were married. That's the only way. And she can't be average because I'm not gonna.
Okay, so hypothetically speaking, let's say you got married like next year, right? All right. Your husband pulled out the finesse of the century, and y'all could have a threesome with Rihanna. You're saying no?
Never. First of all, because if Rihanna's in the same room as me, you're deleted. So
fuck out of here.
There's not even gonna be.
He's the one who pulled it off.
Thank you for the gift.
So basically, what you're saying is, opposed to having a threesome, you'd rather him have that one-on-one exchange with Rihanna opposed to you. You know, it's crazy. I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did. You know.
Yeah.
Crazy how that works. Yeah. Look, future wife, PJ. I'm a pretty loyal individual. I'm a really goddamn loyal individual.
I'm about to say.
I'm not. I don't want to cheat on you. I don't plan on cheating you. I don't see myself cheating on you. However, with that being said, if I come up to you and I say we have the chance to have a threesome with Rihanna, And you say no.
Why do you always go to the
And you
extreme
say no.
though?
Man, look, man.
Nick, you have to. If we're gonna talk about if we're gonna talk about open marriages for real, you got to talk about realistic situations. Realistically, you're not gonna pull off a threesome with Rihanna.
Okay, maybe not Rihanna specifically, but
Rihanna, like a.
Okay, now Rihanna specifically is not realistic. Rihanna
is realistic.
That's realistic.
It's more realistic. It's not necessarily.
Depending on the nigga you talking about. I don't pull. I don't pull some motherfuckers. Yo, hey, that's man, it's crazy. I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm not saying Rihanna, but I don't pull the famous bitch.
I believe you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I believe you. Because famous bitches just be regular. They just be famous. So that's not surprising to me.
It's a possibility, man.
I mean, we've all anyway.
Yeah,
it's not
for
me.
sure, for sure.
Well,
I know where you was going, but yeah, for sure.
It's not for me. That's the point that I'm trying to make. I'm not saying that I see anything like do your thing. I'm not judging. Hey, have fun, live your life. Especially if you're still young. If you got married young, especially got married before you're 30. Like, first of all, I respect you because it's very hard to, especially today, the way social media and stuff like that is. I'm sure I'm not married, but I'm sure it's very hard to, maintain a good, healthy marriage, at this age. But I just can't see myself. Like I said, it would have to be somebody we'd already messed around with. That's the only way I would be. And even I just don't think I could do it. I'm just be real with you. Maybe after, and the thing is, we would have to be married for so long that at that point, we're too old to even be, in my mind, we're too old to be even be doing that kind of shit. I mean, we're 40, bro. Like, we're not finna be having threesomes at 40. Because, I mean, Lord knows I'm not getting married anytime soon, clearly. So, I mean, by the time I trust you enough, I mean, I trust you, because I trust you. I trusted you when I married you. But by the time I might be open to that, we're going to be too old.
Like hell. I mean, I wouldn't know, but like hell, man, I'm not gonna lie. I think from a marriage perspective, I think that's good spice. I think that is good spice.
I'm all the spice you need. I'm a Gemini. I got all the spices.
Sounds good. It sounds amazing. It sounds amazing.
Yeah, and it's factual.
I'm not saying it's not. But in terms of a marriage, man, when you get to put years on it, and it's like you go through years of being in the same routine, the same habits, man, it's good.
That's why that's why you don't let your marriage get habitual. You always make it to where things are new and fresh and different, and that's not really hard to do. Now, mind you, I'm not trying to say this is a comparison to a marriage, but I was with the same person for 3 years. Only had sex with that person for 3 years, and I never got bored.
Man,
3
years versus
I said that it's
forever.
I said
I'm
that.
just saying,
but I'm just saying, like, it can be done, is what I'm saying. It can be done. Your parents been married 20 plus years, and they've never had a threesome.
I don't know that.
I know that.
I don't want to know that.
I know that for a fact. I know they
haven't.
haven't. I know your mother. She's not.
I'll say this. I don't know if they've had a threesome. However, speaking realistic, like in my mind, I have a hard time believing that my father didn't at least entertain something. They've been married for 31 years. 31 years. I just have a hard time believing, like, if they had a threesome, I don't want to know, but shout out to them if they did. But I just have a hard time believing that he didn't. Like, that's 31 years.
She didn't.
I'm not. But you know what? I think, I was talking to somebody about this the other day, too. Women aren't as, like, inclined, like, sexual. Like women can see a random guy and not think anything sexual. Like, when guys see girls.
Yeah, it's different.
Like, yeah, like, you're automatically thinking, like, damn, I bet she got some good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a little different.
Yeah. I know that part I can understand, but I'm still not I'm not having a threesome with my husband.
You know, to each his own. You know,
Not gonna happen.
I mean, I'm not trying to force you to have a threesome with your husband. To each his own. You know, baby.
So when you get,
baby.
so when you get married, how are you going to give this proposal to your wife?
How am I gonna propose to her?
No, how are you gonna give this threesome proposal to her?
I don't know. It just depends.
I feel
I'm
like
not.
you have
But
to be strategic.
no. But see, the thing is, I'm not finna just approach her and just be like it has to be like. I would come up to her if I felt like things in the marriage is stale. Like if shit is great and gravy, I'm not gonna be like, hey, I know things are good. Let's add a threesome. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna be on shit like that. Like I'd have to feel like damn man, we've been doing the same shit for the last few months. Like I just feel like we kind of need. It'd have to be under those type of circumstances, you know.
So are you letting her bring a nigga in?
Am I letting her bring a nigga in? What type of question is that? Am I letting my wife bring a nigga?
So why would you expect me to let you bring a woman in then?
I'll put it like this. This is why. I would like to think, especially the way our generation is set up. I feel like the majority of girls, if they haven't thought about it, they've been with another girl. If not, at least been curious about it. Majority. I don't think it's the same way, vice versa.
No,
like,
it's not.
So like if a girl, if it's two girls involved in a guy, the girl, there's a good chance the girl will be performing sexual acts on the girl.
Mm-hmm.
If a nigga I damn near deck him in the face. Like, nah, bro, nah, we good.
But she feels like the marriage is stale, and she feels like y'all need some excitement.
She likes pussy.
But she doesn't.
But she doesn't like pussy. Who doesn't like pussy?
Virgins?
They don't necessarily don't like it. They don't know what it's like.
So how can they like it?
If they
They've
don't,
never tried it.
but they don't know that they don't like it. Yeah.
I want to know. I know y'all don't have to comment because obviously this is y'all's privacy. But if you're in an open marriage, please message me because I got some questions. I promise I will never tell anybody ever. This is just for me. Well, I'll probably tell Nick. I ain't gonna lie. But this is just for us to discuss because I'm very interested. Like, I've never met personally a couple with an open marriage. I know Will and Jada have an open marriage, but I look at them very differently than I look at regular married couples. And I know that makes me biased, but I really love Will and Jada. I love everything about them.
You love them.
I
You love
love
everything about them. However, like that's interesting to me. Like you love everything about them. Their marriage was pretty strong.
I'm gonna tell. I'm gonna just say this so that Nick can shut up.
Oh.
If I had a marriage like that, I can't say I wouldn't be open to it. They have a different type of marriage, very, very different than anything I've ever seen in my lifetime. Okay, so if I had a marriage like that, like legit best friends, soulmates, spiritual partners, life.
Yep.
Like, I can't say, but the marriage, see, it's for me, it would be the opposite of what Nick was saying. It could never be like our marriage is getting bland, and it could never be that. It would have to be our marriage is bliss, peaches and cream. We've reached a point where we're no longer calling each other husband and wife. We are life partners. Like, we're way elevated. That'd be the only way I'd consider it. Or if it was somebody we had already been with.
If I was in a marriage and my wife was like, yo, let's have a threesome, and I was like, hell yeah, and she brought somebody we had a previous threesome. Yo, I'd be like,
You don't feel like that would be something you would discuss prior to? Like,
No.
she's not gonna just pop up.
yeah,
on
but
the
I
person.
mean, you never, cause I don't know, man. You never know, cause it could be like, you know, some fancy surprise shit. You have a blindfold on, you tied up to the bed.
But
you
it's,
know,
okay, but listen, think of it like this. Okay, this is, let's say y'all had a threesome with this chick 5 years ago. Let's just say it was 5 years ago. She comes in and it's like, y'all only had the one threesome, okay? So you see her and you're like, it was so many things that we didn't get to do that we about to do right now. And this is somebody you're already familiar with. You're not catching a new body. Like, I feel like that's the ideal situation if you're gonna do it.
I don't. I feel like the idea of spicing isn't to go back like, yo, we did this before with this person, so let's do that because we did it with them. Like, for me, like, for all we know, in my mind, like, she could have been decent, you know what I'm saying? But nothing memorable, nothing to where if I see her again, I'm like, hey.
But if she wasn't memorable, I'm not gonna bring her back anyway. You don't think this is something we've already discussed?
I don't know. I'm okay.
What do you mean you don't know we're married?
I'm saying I don't know. It's a transition to get to what I was about to say. My nigga, what I'm saying is we don't need to do the same shit. We don't need to get the same chick we got. She would cook bad. I appreciate you, you know what I'm saying? The blueberry slush was amazing. Can we get raspberry? Can we get raspberry? What's wrong with raspberry? We ain't had it before.
That's why I would never get a blueberry.
Raspberry. Oh, we could do lemon berry. That sounds amazing. We could do purple too. That sounds amazing. That'd be.
So who picks the girl?
Female. She can have that. She got that. Nah, plus I'd rather.
But what if she picks a girl you don't want?
I'd rather live with that because if I was to pick a girl, I don't want to hear my wife's mouth. She can have that.
Okay, let me just tell you this. For all the men that are watching that think that they're going to have a successful threesome and their woman is not going to talk about it, she is. Guaranteed. Doesn't matter if she looks better than her. Doesn't matter if her sex was better or whatever. However, doesn't matter. She's going to talk about it. Because women are naturally insecure, which is why you should not be having threesomes while you're married. Because me personally, I'm very secure in myself. I'm comfortable, whatever. But I can't say that if I was married, I can't say that I wouldn't just be looking at this nigga like, you still thinking about her, aren't you? You still thinking about her. You think about her right now.
That's funny. I don't know. I mean, for me personally, I don't even think my wife would have that problem. You know what I'm saying? If I even felt like she's looking at me like, damn, he's still thinking about her. Like, I pop the bubble baths, extra bubbles, a little bit of Epsom salt because I'm sore from the workout I had this morning. Like, I should be taken care of. You wouldn't even have to work. Baby.
How do you know all the secrets when you've never had sex?
Well, it's not even from a sexual standpoint. I'm not answering for me from a sexual standpoint.
You're just speaking in general.
I'm speaking in general. I'm speaking from a mind perspective. Like, I'd like to think that before she said it, signs would lead to me to know that she's somewhat thinking it. You know, and I'd be like, you know what? Okay. That means, yo, you need to kind of step up, go over and beyond, like, let her know you don't got shit to worry about.
So why even do the threesome if you're gonna have to turn around and do all this extra work?
We don't know that.
But I'm saying it's a possibility, and it's likely. So why even?
But you know what else is a possibility? That she liked it and she wanted to do it again. Glass is half empty, glass is half full. Life is about perspective. It's the way you choose to look at it. This segment was brought to you by Black Men Don't Cheat. Cause we don't cheat. Black men don't cheat. Put the stamp on it.
How do you always...
Faithful Black Men of America.
How do you... Oh. I thought it was just of Irving.
Irving, but America. We're getting global. Where's you going? How do you what?
How do you always... I don't even care anymore.
How does everything transition to Black Men Don't Cheat? Because as you talk, for some reason, like I just hear like the back of your brain, like the brain that you're not even accessing. I hear the back of your brain saying, niggas ain't shit, and I just have to just put that out there. You know what I'm saying? Before you just get to going on one of your little rants and you spew out and then like you have Tourette's or something. You're like, you know, open marriages, niggas ain't shit. Like I have to just nip that in the bud before it even happens. Black men don't cheat.
Black women don't cheat either. So. I dare you. I dare you.
Yo, these are like so amazing.
They are.
This is crazy. It's crazy. Yeah, I don't want no beef. I don't want no beef because.
I want to know what you guys think about open marriages. I want to know what you guys think about friends that have sex.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to know what y'all think about Nick having a kid, so don't even bother commenting
We're
that.
good, yeah. We
We're
don't
good
want
on that,
We
yeah.
don't want to know.
We don't need to know your comments about that.
We good.
But now everybody can squash all the rumors
Right.
that me and Nick are dating, because clearly I'm not. I'm empty. So everybody can just kill it. It's dead now.
Yeah,
We're moving on.
For sure. We can squash the rumors about me having sex because I cleared that up for y'all. Donated. So I'm not having sex, you know. I'm done donating as well, but you know, so you know that's how we do it.
One of these days, I'm gonna catch Nick slipping, and he's gonna accidentally say on camera that he's had sex.
Doubt it.
Guaranteed.
Doubt it.
Don't y'all worry.
Doubt it.
I will deliver that for y'all.
Won't happen.
Thank you guys for watching.
Yes.
Make sure you like,
Good.
share, subscribe, comment.
Mm-hmm.
I really want to know what you guys think about open marriages, because I know I'm not the only woman. Well, I know I'm not the only woman, but I know that I feel like there's men too that don't feel like that's a good thing.
Different strokes for different folks. You know what I mean?
I feel like if the majority of people think it's not a good thing, nobody should be doing it.
I don't know, man. I just feel like we're in a transition phase. I feel like I feel like the way this generation is set up, I have a hard time. I have a hard time seeing a marriage lasting with our generation, in like not at least like that has to at least be like discussed.
No,
Like I don't see.
You're not gonna tell me that. You're not gonna tell me that my marriage is not gonna work unless we talk about having a threesome.
No. I'm not saying that you have to. I'm not saying it's a requirement that you have to. What I'm saying is, in my mind, I don't see it working without at least that being a discussion. Not saying it's impossible. That's not what I'm getting at, but
the reasons why I'm never getting married just add up every day. I mean, every day I find a new reason why I'm not getting married.
I mean, listen, whatever your ideal is for a build debate, he's out there.
No.
He's not?
No.
You don't think so?
No. Can't be. Impossible.
Oh, yeah. Might be, man.
Impossible.
Might be.
Just be dusty forever.
Bruh. Riding